afternoon, everybody. Let's take a look at your headlines on this Thursday afternoon. One person is dead after a fire in Escambia County. Plus, two local educators have pleaded guilty in separate cases. Plus, an arrest in an unusual theft case. Those stories and more on News 5 now.
Brought to you by Green & Phillips Injury Lawyers, covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. News 5 Now starts right now.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to News 5 Now. I'm Devin Walsh. Glad to be with you on this humid Thursday afternoon. Can't you just feel in the air that it's going to rain later today, kind of overnight into tonight? You know, I had a couple of sprinkles at my house this morning, but you might see a little of that this afternoon. But overnight, we are going to get a little bit of rain into tomorrow, and the weekend looks so nice. The 70s aren't going anywhere. So if you like these mild temperatures, you are definitely going to be happy for the next week because it's going to stay this way. Maybe be a little bit cooler in the mornings, but it is going to warm up into the 70s in the afternoon, which certainly is nice. Let's go ahead and get to our big stories at this hour. A local man is accused of stealing thousands of dollars worth of pet food. 37-year-old Frederick Lee is charged with receiving stolen property. The Irvington man is accused of stealing $20,000 worth of pet food from an unlocked truck at Hill's Pet Nutrition on Halls Mill Road. Police say he was trying to sell the food on Facebook Marketplace. Number 4, two local teachers have pleaded guilty in separate cases. The assistant principal of Bell Forest Elementary in Baldwin County pleaded guilty to her second DUI and is sentenced to 2 years probation. Daphne police arrested Melissa Spriggs in November. She was placed on administrative leave but has since been reinstated. Spriggs spent a year on probation after a DUI conviction in 2024. Number 3, 27-year-old Charles Crawford, a former teacher at BC Rain High School, has pleaded guilty to having sex with a student and was sentenced to a year behind bars followed by 3 years of probation. If he violates the terms of his release, he could serve up to 15 years in prison. Crawford was arrested in 2024. Number 2, a man is in Metro jail after he allegedly stabbed another man. Officers say it happened yesterday morning shortly before 7. Police say they found a man with several stab wounds on Cherry Street. He was taken to the hospital and is expected to survive. Investigators believe the stabbing happened on Edward Street, where a man allegedly attacked another man during an argument. That suspect is 58-year-old Joseph Jordan. He's charged with second-degree assault. And number 1, a deadly fire is under investigation in Escambia County, Florida. Firefighters responded to Merlin Terrace just before 8:30 last night after getting a call about a person trapped inside a home. Unfortunately, during the search, the roof collapsed, making it even more difficult to find the person. That person was eventually found dead in the garage. The house is a loss. And that is a look at our big stories at this hour. All right, well, you might be thinking a little bit about spring break as we are getting ready to begin the month of March. Some schools have spring break in March, some have spring break in April. But we're just asking you, what is your favorite Gulf Coast beach to visit? That's our question of the day. What is your favorite Gulf Coast beach to visit? Let's see what you have to say. Sans Souci Beach. Y'all stay away. I don't know what that is. The one without people, Mark says. Perdido Key. Petty Boy Island, says PJ. Diala says Pensacola. I don't know why, but their beaches are always so clean, and we also go to Destin a lot. Aaliyah says Gulf Shores and Orange Beach. Kelly says Pensacola by a long shot. Pensacola Beach, says Larry. Destin, hands down. 30A and Pensacola Beach. Destin and Orange Beach. Henderson Beach, Destin. I want to go there, Janie. I've heard of that Henderson Beach Resort in that area, and it seems really pretty. Gulf Shores, Destin, Emerald Coast, Navarre Beach, to name a few. Key West, Naples, Watercolor, Seaside, Sarasota, Florida. I mean, are we so lucky to have so many great options for beaches right around here? I mean, there really is a difference when we just have that pearly white sand. We're just so lucky, and it's interesting when you go to a beach, not here along the Gulf Coast, you go up the East Coast, even out in California, and you look at their sand, and it's not white, and you're going, that just doesn't seem right. We're just really lucky to have such beautiful white sand. And to me, as you get a little farther down into Florida, really Pensacola, Navarre, and then into Destin, the water just gets so beautiful and you feel like you're, the Bahamas or something like that. We are so lucky. Okay, not to kind of be Debbie Downer here, but our poll of the day is this. Womp womp, have you filed your taxes? Yes or no? Have you filed your taxes? Yes or no? So you just got to let us know if you're an early bird or not. And so if you want to respond to our question about beaches or taxes, you can go to WKRG.com or WKRG's Facebook page, and you can go ahead and chime in there. The next edition of News 5 Now airs tonight at 5:30. All right, that's going to do it for me here on News 5 Now. I'm Devin Walsh. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you back for News 5 at 5 o'clock.
Covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. You are watching News 5 Now, brought to you by Green & Phillips Injury Lawyers.
In the courtroom, the judge knows best, and this judge does too. If you've been hurt in a wreck, you need a law firm that knows the system and how it works. I'm attorney David Green. Call or come by anytime. You never need an appointment.